Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael, and this morning I thought I would show you how to make some biscuits. As you can see here, I've got my breakfast ready to make, but I wanted to show you these biscuits, how fluffy these are. See these are nice and fluffy. Look at that, how those are really flaky and tender. If you've ever tried to make biscuits before and you've had the fear that they weren't going to turn out right, my grandmother and mother could make the best biscuits. They would take the flour and make a little well in it and put the buttermilk in it and use their hands and mix it together. I never could do that. Mine would turn into little bricks. But I think with this technique, you're not going to fail with these. So give these a try and stick with me and I'll show you how these are made. Let's get started making our biscuits. So this morning I got up and decided I was going to make some homemade biscuits, and I thought I would share with you that process. So we'll start with the ingredients. I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I've got 1 tablespoon of baking powder. I've got 1 teaspoon of salt, and I've got 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and then I've got 8 tablespoons or 1 stick of unsalted butter that I've cubed up. I've had this in the freezer. You want this as cold as you can get it. So while I'm mixing my dry ingredients there, I'm going to put this back in the freezer. And then I've got 1 cup of buttermilk. I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator too, because we want these ingredients to be really, really cold, and we'll get mixing our dry ingredients together. All right, now let's mix our dry ingredients together. So we'll take our all-purpose flour, our baking powder, our salt, and our baking soda, and we're going to mix those together. I'm just going to take a whisk and gently whisk that together so we get all those ingredients mixed together. That's what's going to make our biscuits rise, if we're going to get a nice height on our biscuits this morning. Now we're going to take our butter. Our butter is really cold. I did put it in the freezer for about 5 minutes before I started this, just to get a little bit colder. And so I'm just going to put these into our flour here. And the key to this is we want all of the butter to have just a little bit of that flour on the outside of it. So if you've seen some of my pie crust videos, how you do those, we're going to be doing the same thing with our butter this morning. We're going to work it through with our fingers, and we're going to push it down, and we're going to get all those big pieces worked into the flour and make sure we get them all evenly coated with more flour on the top of them. So I'm going to continue to work on this, and I'll show you what the flour looks like once we're done. As you can see here, as I continue to push the butter in, I want to make sure that I get those evenly coated with more flour on the outside. All right, I've got my butter incorporated into my flour, and you can see it kind of has the consistency of maybe cornmeal, but I've still got some pretty nice size pieces of butter in there that when it cooks in the oven and melts down, it will make nice pockets of fluffiness in our biscuits. So that is where we're going to leave it with this. I'm going to go get my buttermilk, and we're going to add that into our mixture. All right, now that we've got our butter incorporated into our dry mixture, let's get out that ice cold buttermilk and put that in. So we'll add that into our dry mixture, and we're going to mix that through. This is going to be a wet texture to it, so don't get excited if it looks like it's got too wet. We'll take care of that in just a minute. What we don't want to do is give it too much of a mix here and start activating that gluten. So as we just get it put together, I'm going to turn this out onto my countertop here. So I'm going to lightly flour this silicone mat that I've got here, and I'm going to turn my dough out onto it, and I'm going to lightly put a little bit of flour on my hands. And what I want to do with this is I just want to bring this together to form a ball. I don't want to activate anything, so I'm just going to push everything together. And if you need a little bit more flour, definitely put some more flour on it. All right, so now that I've got my dough just basically formed into kind of a rectangular shape here, and it's about 1 inch thick, I'm going to fold it in half, because at this point we want to build layers. So you just take your dough and just fold it over, and we'll keep doing the same thing. We're going to turn it 90 degrees, and we'll put it back into that shape again. And if you need to add a little bit more flour to your surface, definitely do that. I can see here, I don't know if you can see it or not, I've got some nice pieces of my butter that's going to make a nice consistency to our biscuits this morning. And then we're going to take it, once we get that, and we'll fold it again. Turn it 90 degrees, and we'll pat it back out to another inch, and we'll do that another 3 more times. We'll do it for about 4 to 6 times. What we're doing with this is we're building layers with our biscuit, and you can probably see them. Let me see if I can turn it up here where you can see. You can see the layers on the side here as we're building that up. That's what we're wanting to do. We want nice, fluffy biscuits. All right, let's turn it one more time. Fold it once more. This will be the last time we'll fold it. Turn it 90 degrees. And we'll pat it out to about 1 inch. And that's where we're going to cut our biscuits at that point. So as you're folding your dough and pressing it together, the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to knead it, because all that's going to do is make your biscuits really dense and hard, and you don't want that. So just practice with it and you'll get nice, fluffy, tall biscuits. All right, so I have a baking sheet here with a seal mat on it. You can put some parchment paper on it, or if you've got a nice pan that you want to put them in, and you can do that. Just lightly spray it. I don't have any spray on this seal mat because it's going to come right off of that. And while we're doing that, I've got my oven preheated to 425. And I've got a cookie cutter here. If you want to make your shapes, you can actually just cut this into little squares if you want to do it that way. That's perfectly fine too, if you don't have a cookie cutter. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure, I'm going to put just a little bit of flour on my cookie cutter because I don't want to drag the layers down, because we made such nice layers for our biscuits. We want to make sure we keep those. So I'm just going to put the cookie cutter down into and pull up. And there we go. You've got nice layers on our biscuits. I'm going to put those on my pan. And if there's any dough on the side of that, I'm going to take a paper towel. And I'm just going to kind of clean that off, because I don't want to push the layers down on the side of our biscuits. So we're going to continue to do that. We'll push down and just pull straight up and push our biscuit out. And there we go. See those nice layers on that? That is really going to be a nice biscuit. So I'm going to continue to work on this. And again, this is just me with this. If there's any dough on it, just kind of clean it off. That way you don't push the sides of your biscuits down and we get nice layers. And once we get those cut out, then we'll just kind of put our dough back together. Again, we don't want to work it too much. We just want to get it back into a shape that we can get another biscuit out of it. If you need a little bit more flour, definitely put some more flour on it. And for our last biscuit, I'm just going to kind of shape that into a ball. You don't have to get perfect with it. If you want to drop it back down into this, you can, and then shape it back into that circle. That's perfectly all right too. This is your biscuit this morning. So there we go. I'll put that on my pan here. And as you can see, I've got 9 biscuits out of this morning. I'm going to put this back in the freezer because this has been sitting out a little bit as I've made this video. But if you make it really quickly, you don't have to do that. I'm just going to put this back in the freezer just for about 5 minutes so that I can get my butter back chilled down again. Because at this point, if you want to put these in the freezer and freeze them, if you're pressed for time during the week and you want some nice biscuits, you can take these, freeze them in a Ziploc container, and they'll be perfect for you when you're ready for them the next time. So then I'm going to put it in my preheated oven at 425, between 10 to 15 minutes. We want the top of these to be nice and golden brown. I'm going to put these on a lower level of the rack, and then we'll let you see what they look like when they come out. So between 10 to 15 minutes, keep a watch on them. You just want a nice browning on your biscuits, and we'll see you back when they're done. All right, I have my biscuits out of the oven, and right before I took them up when they were done, I turned them up on broil to give them a nice brown on the top, and then I've melted some butter here, and I'm just going to put some of that across the top. If you don't want yours as brown as these, you can definitely, after you get them cooked there, you can just leave them like that. So it's up to you. I like the little bit of a crunchy crust on the top of them for breakfast. So there we go. We have some nice, pretty biscuits this morning. And let me show you what they look like on the inside. All right, let's take a look at our biscuits and see what we've got. See those nice layers, how that developed into that? And look how fluffy those are. Those are incredible. I hope this has inspired you to make them. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.